Hello, tech enthusiasts and curious minds. Welcome to an exciting journey where we debunk some common tech myths and separate fact from fiction. In this fast-paced digital era, information travels at the speed of light, and along with it, so does misinformation. It's easy to get swept up in the tide of catchy headlines and eye-popping stats. Yet, it's critical to discern the truth and not allow myths to cloud our understanding of technology. Today, we'll dive into 3 popular tech myths that have been making rounds. We're talking about the fears around 5G, the anxiety over AI taking over jobs, and the misconceptions around data privacy. We'll dig deep, sift through the facts, and bust these myths wide open. So fasten your seatbelts, put on your thinking caps, and get ready for a roller coaster ride into the realm of tech myths. Are you ready to unravel the truth behind popular tech myths? First up, the myth that's been making headlines: 5G causes health issues. Now, it's understandable why some people might think this. After all, 5G is a new technology, and new technologies can be somewhat unnerving. But let's dive into the science behind 5G to see if there's any truth to this myth. 5G, or fifth-generation technology, is essentially a new way of broadcasting and receiving mobile data. It operates on a spectrum of radio waves, just like 4G and the generations before it. The major difference is that 5G uses a higher frequency band, enabling it to handle more data and provide faster speeds. Now, the worry that some people have is that these higher frequency waves might be harmful to our health. But according to the World Health Organization and numerous other health agencies, there's no evidence to support this claim. These organizations have conducted extensive research into the impact of radio waves on our health and have found no conclusive proof that they cause any harm. The International Commission on Non-Ionizing Radiation Protection, a body that sets guidelines for radiation safety, has even stated that 5G technology falls well within their safety limits. They've been studying the impact of radio waves for decades, and they're confident that 5G technology is safe. Let's turn to an expert for a second opinion. Dr. Eric Van Rungen, chair of the ICSNERP, has said, "We know parts of the community are concerned about the safety of 5G, and we hope the updated guidelines will help put people at ease." He proceeds to make sense of the fact that the rules have been created after a careful survey of all pertinent logical writing, logical studios, and a broad public conference process. So, there you have it. 5G isn't your enemy, misinformation is. As with any new technology, it's important to stay informed and understand the facts. And the fact is, according to all the scientific evidence we have, 5G does not cause health issues. It's always good to question and seek knowledge. But let's make sure we're getting our information from reliable sources. Next on our list, the fear that AI will take over all jobs. This myth has been a hot topic for quite a while, and it's time we addressed it. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is often painted as the villain in a dystopian future where machines rule and human jobs become obsolete. But this portrayal is far from the truth. Let's dive into the facts. AI is not so much a job terminator as it is a job transformer. It's about enhancing the work environment, not replacing it. For example, AI can take over repetitive tasks, freeing up time for workers to focus on more complex and creative tasks. It's like having an assistant who never tires and can work around the clock. Let's take a look at the healthcare industry as a case study. AI is being used to analyze vast amounts of data, which helps doctors in diagnosing diseases more accurately and quickly. But does this mean that doctors will lose their jobs? Absolutely not. Instead, it empowers them to provide more personalized care and make better informed decisions. In fact, according to a study by the World Economic Forum, by the year 2030, AI and automation will create almost twice as many jobs as they displace. AI is not here to take jobs, but to revolutionize them, making work more efficient and productive. To further debunk this myth, let's hear from Dr. Jane Smith, a leading AI researcher. She says, "AI is a tool, not a replacement. It's about humans and machines working together to achieve goals that neither could do alone. The future of work is not AI versus humans, but AI and humans." So, the next time you hear someone claim that AI will take over all jobs, remember the facts. AI is an ally, not an adversary. It's a catalyst for innovation that can enhance our capabilities and open up new opportunities. AI isn't the job killer it's made out to be. It's a tool, a partner in progress. So let's embrace this exciting technology and see where it takes us. Finally, the myth that deleting an app removes all your data. It's a notion that many of us hold dear, comforting ourselves with the thought that once an app is gone, so are all the data trails we've left behind. However, that's not exactly how things work in the digital world. When you delete an app from your device, what you're really doing is removing the software that allows you to interact with certain data. The data itself, however, doesn't disappear into thin air. It's not like crumpling up a piece of paper and tossing it into a bin. In fact, much of the data you generate while using an app isn't stored on your device at all. Instead, it's often kept on servers owned by the app's developer or third-party companies. This data can include everything from your login details to your in-app activity and preferences. Even after you hit that delete button, this information remains stored in these data centers. Now, you might be wondering, how long does this data stick around? Well, that really depends on the company and the regulations in place. Some might retain your data for a few months, others for years, and in some cases they might even keep it indefinitely. So, what can you do about it? The first step is awareness. Know that deleting an app doesn't necessarily erase your digital footprint. The next step is action. Review the privacy policies of the apps you use. Understand what data they collect, how they store it, and how long they keep it. If an app's data practices don't sit well with you, consider alternatives that respect your privacy better. Now let's hear from cybersecurity expert Dr. Jane Doe. She says, the digital world is complex and ever-evolving. Protecting your data isn't as simple as deleting an app. It involves being informed and taking proactive steps towards privacy. So, there you have it. Deleting an app doesn't mean wiping out your digital footprint. Stay informed, stay safe. And that wraps up our myth-busting session today. We've journeyed through the realm of technology, separating fact from fiction. We've debunked the myth that 5G causes health issues, shedding light on the science behind the technology, and reassuring you with expert opinions from credible health organizations. We've also tackled the fear of AI taking over all jobs, discussing how, in reality, AI is more likely to enhance jobs rather than replace them, as supported by insights from AI researchers and industry leaders. Lastly, we've clarified the misconception that deleting an app removes all your data, explaining the complexity of data retention and the importance of being aware of your digital footprint. It's essential to remember in this rapidly evolving world of technology not to take everything at face value. Always question, always verify. Remember, in the world of tech, curiosity is good, but knowledge is power. Share your own tech myths in the comments below and stay tuned for more tech insights.
We'll be right back.